Hope you all are keeping well and enjoying this summit. I'm Ravinder, feel free to call me Ravi. I've been working in Sage as technical support consultant, mainly for Sage CRM. I've been also working on Sage CRM and Sage 300 integration. Today, I'll be presenting a session on tools for business process automation using Sage CRM. There are a lot of tools available in Sage CRM to automate your business process. We will cover some scenarios where we can use these tools. You can find more detailed information on Sage CRM community, YouTube channel, and documentation site on each of the topics we will be discussing here today. Our focus today will be on two e-marketing tools. Mass emails is a group function within Sage CRM. That is, when you in Sage CRM using groups, you have a function mass emails to send emails to the group. As such, there is no dependency on third-party e-marketing tools or even on the Microsoft Outlook integration when using these features. All you need is to make sure sending emails from Sage CRM is working. Another e-marketing tool available for free is MailChimp Integration. Please do read MailChimp policies though to make sure what is available within MailChimp free edition. This integration is a very simple integration to set up in Sage CRM. Once the integration is working, you can send automated emails to groups of Sage CRM contacts and track how recipients have interacted with the campaign emails. And all this while adhering to the anti-spam regulations through your MailChimp account. Prerequisites for mass emails is before you set up your or schedule your any mass emails to be sent out from Sage CRM, you need to make sure your emails from Sage CRM are being sent out. This will make sure mass emails sent from Sage CRM are being received by the audience outside your outside your network using SMTP details in your Sage CRM. If you have any issues with sending emails from your Sage CRM install, your partner and IT can fix this for you, as this needs administrator access to your Sage CRM and also needs SMTP server details. If you wish to send emails in HTML formats from Sage CRM, you need to make sure under the email configuration screen, you have enabled HTML emails. Again, only administrator can change these settings for you. Once you have scheduled emails or have sent mass emails from Sage CRM, you can monitor them easily in Sage CRM. Use the marketing mass email status screen to monitor the status of your previously sent mass emails. Any issues encountered during the mass email send out will be reported on this screen. Your partner should be able to investigate logs if there are any issues while sending these emails. Before setting up MailChimp integration, you need to make sure your standard Sage CRM features like interactive dashboards, notification, and calendar screens are working. This will ensure that the Tomcat features rendered through the Sage CRM web app is working as expected. MailChimp integration in Sage CRM uses Tomcat CRMJ web app, hence this check is important. Once you have made sure Tomcat features are working, your administrator would need to get the MailChimp API ID and audience ID to enable this integration for you. Your administrator can then go ahead and populate your MailChimp API key and audience ID under Administration, Email and Documents, MailChimp integration screen. If MailChimp API and audience ID are correct, you will see a screen like so and can change the sync options if needed. By default, the sync is set to run after every 2 hours. You can change it to 12 hours or 24 hours. It is recommended that MailChimp sync update to the Sage CRM communication and campaign runs is set to 12 hours or 24 hours to avoid any performance issue if you are expecting a high volume of updates flowing from MailChimp to Sage CRM through your campaigns. Once the integration is set up, you can then send your Sage CRM contact group to MailChimp and schedule your campaigns to be sent out. Then, based on your sync setting, you will get the info back updated to Sage CRM. You can monitor your campaign results through both MailChimp and Sage CRM. You can use the refresh button on the MailChimp campaign screen to sync campaign statistics on demand. Exchange integration provides a great way to automate synchronization between Sage CRM user calendar, task, and contacts with Microsoft Exchange. As this integration is between Microsoft Exchange Server and Sage CRM Server, it is not dependent on the user machine to run the integration, unlike in Microsoft Office integration. As such, the calendars, tasks, and contacts are synced and available on multiple devices. For example, if the calendar invite is created in Sage CRM and the user is enabled for Exchange integration, they can see their calendar updated accordingly on their phone, laptop, and any other device they are using for their Microsoft Exchange account. Before you can start using Exchange integration, you need to make sure certain prerequisites are met. Firstly, for your Sage CRM version and patch, make sure which Exchange Microsoft Exchange on premises or Office 365 version and editions are supported. For more details, check Hardware Software Requirement Guide to confirm the support matrix for your Sage CRM version. Once you have made sure your Exchange Microsoft Exchange is supported for your Sage CRM version and patch, there are certain configurations on the Microsoft Exchange server your administrator needs to make sure are configured. They are documented in Sage CRM Administrator Guide in detail. When using Exchange integration, your administrator gets a lot of privilege and keep a lot of things working without user knowledge. For example, the administrator can use Exchange log and Exchange integration synchronization management screen to monitor any integration issues. They can control how often the sync will run and whether the sync is bidirectional or not. You can automate handling your shared mailbox through email management in Sage CRM. This is a very useful and customizable tool to automate the monitoring and processing of your mailboxes. You can monitor multiple mailboxes through this service, and each mailbox can have its script to process the email received in the relevant mailbox and action them accordingly. When using email management to process your mailbox, you have the advantage of using customized scripts and process your mails accordingly based on the rule sets defined. For example, if you have a requirement of monitoring two mailboxes, one for support and sales, then both mailboxes can have their own set of predefined rules to process the emails in the relevant mailboxes and action them accordingly. So for the emails received in the support mailbox, you can have a rule to see if the sender is known to your system and the subject of the email has a case ID. If yes, this email will be processed and a new communication for a current case will be created. If not, a new case will be logged and an email to the sender with a new case ID will be sent. Whereas for sales mailbox, a similar rule can be defined and the email can be logged as a communication for that sender in Sage CRM and assigned to the relevant sales team. Quick notifications, as the name suggests, is a quick and efficient way of setting up notification for users. To be able to use quick notification, you need to make sure under advanced customization, workflow and escalation configuration, escalation is set to yes. You can further change some other settings like specifying how many notifications are displayed on the screen. However, they are optional. An important thing to notice while making any changes to the screen is any changes on the screen is for all the users. The quick notification provides a simple way for from the user interface to define the where clause for your notification to be triggered. Hence, administrator setting up this notification does not need SQL knowledge. These notifications are also real-time notifications. However, quick notifications can only be set up with a maximum of 5 conditions and only on standard primary entities. An example of a quick notification can be an administrator who would like to be notified through an email when a web lead is converted in a particular region. This can be set up as a quick notification like in this screenshot. As we are using AND condition, when all the conditions have met, an email like in screenshot 2 will be sent to the administrator and the user to whom the lead is assigned. On the other hand, notification from the escalation can be triggered outside of the workflow rules. Prerequisites for escalation notification is to make sure under workflow and escalation configuration screen, escalation and use escalation service is set to yes. You would also need to make sure that Sage CRM escalation window service is running when when the parameter use escalation service is set to yes, or else the web server runs the escalation rules, but only when a user is logged onto the Sage CRM server. There are few advantages when using escalation rules over quick notification. First one, they have no limitation on the conditions, on the number of conditions. And secondly, escalation notification can be set up for custom entities as well. For example, in the screenshot, I have used a custom entity project called project to trigger an escalation notification for the user assigned the project. You can see an on-screen notification for the assigned user is triggered to notify the user that the project should be closed in the next 7 days. This brings us to the end of our session. I hope you have gained some more insight into Sage CRM automation tools through this session. If you have any business process which you would like to automate, first thing I would suggest is looking at the available resources. Then before making any changes to your system, please talk to your business partner for more help. For the business partners, you can always talk to your local support team through your normal support channel. Thank you for listening to me. Bye for now. Everlasting